Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring with Kate. Thank you for joining me today. So in this video what I want to do is I hopefully want to complete this page that I started in the latest book of Johanna Basford's, which is Worlds of Wonder. So I'm sure you know most of you colourists have got this book now because it's beautiful and gorgeous. So this is the first picture that I started, and I thought I'd start it on video. So I will link the first part to this video in the description below. So today I'm just going to sort of work on mainly pencil work on the actual Lighthouse island. So what I've done is, this is an old pencil case, and so my colouring stuff is mainly downstairs, and I film upstairs in one of the spare bedrooms. So what I've done is, in this old case which used to have my Black Widows in, but it's only 120k, so I had to, you know, with the new ones that came out, the what they called the 48, you know which one I mean, the Monarch, that's it. I had to take them out of here, and I'd already labelled this up unfortunately, so I thought this would be handy in putting all my pencils in to bring upstairs for making videos. So I thought that would be a good use. So I have planned as much stuff as I could on in my Creative Companion Ruby Charm Colours organiser for 2021. So we're on here now. So basically for the just bring you in a little bit, for the floating lighthouse, basically I'm talking about this background here. So you know, all the background part of the island, you know, the background bits here and here, and even this bit, so the actual mountainous part, I want to use pastel colours, which is not the colours that you'd usually find in you know, realistically speaking. So I've chosen my Holbeins here, but I understand that many of you may not have Holbeins, so I've looked and tried to find the Prismacolor best fit according to my eyes, which aren't great, but still I tried my best. So these are the colours in the Holbein. So you got Cosmos, rose pink, pink, and so on. I won't read them all out because you can see them here, and if I get a chance, which I hope to, I'll try to include it all in the description. And then the Prismacolor sort of alternatives are there as well, and you can see the swatch there, and they are fairly close, I think. Not too bad. So let's get started with that, and I can you know, make a start hopefully. So I've got them all here on the side of me, and we can start at the bottom, I think, and work our way up. So bring you in a bit closer, and then what I'll do is, as I colour, these hopefully are already sharpened. So we're going to start off from here on this edge, and I'm going to work my way in that order. So let me just show you again, just in case. So I'm going to start with the pinkish colours and work my way downwards, you know, so they're all the colours basically that blend well with each other. So dark pink into peach, into orange, yellow and green, and so on, and blue. So colours which will go nicely together. So yeah, so this is a bit like a colour and chat, I guess. I am going to share, like I said, the colours with you and what I'm using, and hopefully I'll try to put in the colours in the description, but there are quite a lot of them, so I'll see if that's feasible for me to do. So yeah, I hope you are all well. Thank you so very much for the lovely comments on my videos, and especially the first part to this colouring that I did on video, the background bit. So yeah, that was the Cosmos 437. So now I'm going to go on to the In fact, what I'll do is I'll do the other side as well. So if I just move this, I've got my lamp on the side, so it's it's in the way a bit. So I'm going to do this side with the Cosmos as well. So the Prismacolor alternative to the Cosmos is the Hot Pink 993. Just in case, if by any chance you want to also follow me in colouring this, because that would be just awesome. But yeah, it doesn't matter, you can still watch my, if you're not colouring this page but colouring something else, it's just great that, you know, that you're watching anyway, so I appreciate that. So the next colour now for the Holbein is Rose Pink OP429, or for the Prismacolor we would use the Pink 929. Alright, because sometimes I just like, I've got a lot of pencils, as many of us do, from expensive brands like Holbein and Luminance to the less expensive ones like Crayart, and recently I just purchased the Brute Funas, I think they're called. I might have said that wrong, but the Brute Funa square ones I bought. And yeah, I'll be using those as well, because what I want to do on this page, and hopefully on video, is to show, sort of try out different pencil brands on this paper, and you know, see how I get along with them. So far, paper's nice. Paper's very nice, yeah, with the Holbeins, they seem to get on well together. Right, next third colour now. So the third colour that I have is, I should really put them back there on my in my pencil case in order, so I keep my work area neat, which isn't always the case. So the third one is Pink, or Pink 022, that's the number, and the Prismacolor alternative for the third colour is PC 928, which is Blush Pink. So move that up a little bit. So yeah, what can I talk about, what's been going on? Oh well, I'm filming this during the week beginning the 12th of April, and so in the UK shops and things have opened on the 12th, so not that I've gone anywhere, I've just been to work really and come back. So apparently there's been really big queues everywhere, like in Primark and things. So if you're in another country, I'm sure you might have not heard of Primark, but in the UK we have this store which is quite, sell clothes, really, shoes, that sort of stuff. And so yeah, there's a lot of queues now. I guess many people just want to do something different after being locked down for so long. It's just experiencing something that you've not experienced, like just going out and going shopping, that you haven't experienced for a while, so it's all quite understandable, I think. So rather than layering, I'm just sort of blending one colour straight into the other, because these pencils allow me to do that. So our fourth colour for the Holbeins is Salmon Pink, which is 028. The Prismacolor alternative to that is Salmon Pink, which is 1001, and that's the fourth one we're into. So this will create quite a cool pastel-like blend. And even if you don't have the Holbeins, it really doesn't matter, because there are these alternatives. I mean, there's a few colours which are difficult to find, because obviously there's 50 pastel shades in a Holbein, and you may not find every single one in the Prisma, but I think you'll find a good majority. So if you have the Prisma 150 set, I'm sure you'll be able to pick out your pastel shades, and I've picked some out here anyway, so you know which ones they're similar to, at least in the Holbeins. So yeah, as I was saying before, I sort of got a bit distracted, I don't know by what, but anyway, I was saying that yes, I purchased the Brut Funes. So who enabled me? Oh yeah, it was Imogen. So Imogen from Colouring Kid, I think she showed them very recently, and I saw them and she had lots of good things to say about them, and then I just thought, and then I looked on Amazon, and they were already about £27.99, and then there was a 14% voucher on that, so I got them for just over £24, and I thought, well, you can't really say no to that price. So yeah, I got them, and I hope to use some of those pencils on this picture as well, because like I say, when I show you my completed pictures, I often say I use a mixture of pencils, which is the case really. I do use a mixture of pencils. What else to talk about? Oh yeah, was it yesterday I think, or the other day, I saw one of Colour with Claire's videos, and she was doing this turning, like, what is it, a random generator for choosing pencil brands and then colours, and I thought that was a really great idea. I thought that's just brilliant idea. So thank you, Claire. I'll be using something like that too, hopefully. So right, that's my fourth colour. Next colour, fifth colour now in the Holbeins, is the Naples yellow, which is 134. The fifth colour alternative for the Prismas is Sand 940. So yeah, I just thought that I'm not going to do the usual colours for this. I thought, let's do something different. Let's do something that will stand out really well against the dark sky. So that's why I chose, you know, sometimes we say, what's our process? And people ask me, like in comments, and they say, what's your process? My process, one of my processes, is that I will think about the background and the image. So the background here being quite dark, I think the image, I like really striking, contrasting things, so therefore if I use a pastel, colour a pastel object, it will stand out really nicely against a dark background, like a night sky, which I've got here. So yeah, that's pretty much my process. So yeah, just blend that in with the previous colour. So like I say, I'm just burnishing, I'm not really layering up like I would say with a harder pencil, maybe like Polychromos I would use layers, but not with these. These are fine to use like this. The paper is quite nice, it's working nicely so far with Holbeins anyway. I could have tried all the pencils out, to be honest, at the back on the trying out page, the tester page, but I just dived straight in. So yeah, the weather, sun is out. Sun is out, it's beautiful and sunny, but the temperature is quite low. It's only about 7 degrees Celsius. But when I went to work in the early mornings, I had to clean frost off my car, and it was like, it's April, why is there frost? So yeah, the temperature was actually -1, and I was just thinking that it's a bit strange for this time of the year. So now that's my 5th colour done, which was the Naples Yellow OP134, and then the next one is the 6th colour, and that is, I don't know if the camera can pick it up because of the glare from the light. It's Chartreuse Green, OP240, and so here the next colour after sand is Yellow Chartreuse 1004. So yeah, these two colours should hopefully merge into each other nicely. So yeah, there's another picture that I actually want to colour in this book, and I could not decide. I mean, half my trouble is that I cannot decide. That's like, it takes up some of my time, because I'll sit there and I know, first world problems, but I'll sit there and I'll think and think and think, oh no, what picture shall I do? And it shouldn't really take me that long, but it takes me forever to decide, and I'm like, I need to decide. So yeah, the one I was thinking of doing was the butterfly one, because I thought about doing another one where there's a big background that's blank, but then I thought, well, then it'll take me another week to think about what I'm going to do in the background to fill it up, because I know you don't have to do that. I know you don't have to fill up the background, you can just leave it, but I'm turning into a colourist that feels like they have to put something there, and really I don't, but I don't know, it's just how I am. Right, so I think that'll do. So that's my 7th colour. Next colour is a slightly darker green, so we've got lettuce green in the Holbein 222, and then in the Prismacolor alternative it would be the spring green 913. So yeah, let's get that in there. But I truly appreciate the sun shining though. I mean, it just lifts your mood when the sun shines outside. So yeah, just thinking what else I could talk about, what I could bore you with next in my quite uneventful, well, I'm happy it's, you know, uneventful, cause it's in a good way, life. Yeah, so yeah, the Easter break ended. It just felt like it went so fast. Don't know why holidays seem to go really fast, but yeah. Okay, so I'm nearly coming to the top now of this beautiful lighthouse island. I'm just calling it the floating lighthouse island because it's on water, or it appears to be anyway. I don't know why I'm calling it floating, because it could be set, but still. Right, so that's that colour, and then next is a even darker green. So in the Holbein we have the Cobalt green, and that is 225. The alternative for Prisma is True Green 910. I mean, even if you don't want to apply these pastel shade combinations with your Prisma or your Holbeins to this picture, you might want to apply it to something else. Because I think using like a pastel rainbow blend is beautiful and really, like, I don't know, just makes you happy, doesn't it, when you look at it? Well, it makes me happy. So That's what I thought I would do it. Oh yeah, what else to say? Right, I think I've got to the end of this lighthouse. Now let me just check in my little book. Oh yeah, the lighthouse building's going to be in a different colour to this, because this is like, I need to stop saying like as well. It's just quite a habit. There we go. Right, I'm quite happy with this. So I'm going to come out now. Remember, these are pastel shades, so I haven't used all my pastel shades. You can see that I didn't actually end up using these last 4, but that's fine. It's no problem, because I can actually use them near the bottom here. So I haven't actually finished, because I can see here at the bottom that I've got this bit here. So what I'm thinking of doing is using the next 4 pastel shades, but possibly I will start with, let's see, I'm going to start with the colour that I've just finished with at the top. So I finished with this colour at the top of the mountain, which was Cobalt Green 225. So in Prisma, like I said, it's the True Green 910. So I'm going to start with that at the bottom. The reason why I'm not starting with blue is this water here is going to be blue, and I don't really want the water, I know it's going to be a different shade, but still I don't really want the water and the bottom of this island to be really the same colour, or even the similar shades of the same colour. So yeah, that's the idea anyway. I'll bring you in a little bit more. So there we go. My tummy rumbled then. I wonder if you heard it. A little bit hungry. So there we go. And then let me just check this picture out a little bit. Yeah, okay. So that looks like a little bit of a, is it a ship going into a cave? Could that be a cave there? I don't know. Or a place where you can, you know, tie your boat up. Moor it, if that's the word. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to put this green bit here for now, because I haven't quite decided what I'll do with that bit. So yeah, the other thing I wanted to, you know, you don't want me just sitting in silence here talking. I mean, not talking. So yeah, the other thing that just happened recently, which was a bit, I don't know, just made me feel a little bit sad, was and from A Colourful Life has decided to, you know, give YouTube a bit of a sort of give it up, and I watched her video. I think she released it last week, and I truly, I'm just going to sharpen my pencil. You know, I'm truly going to miss her, because she was one of the colourists that I sort of started watching, like, you know, in the beginnings of my colouring journey. So she always has like a special place in my heart, because I remember, you know, many times watching her. Okay, so that's the Cobalt Green 225. So I'm going to use my next colour now, which is going to be in the Holbein Ice Green 228. So the Prismacolor alternative to that is Light Aqua 992. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to miss her very much. I'm going to miss her videos, and I'm going to miss her chats and her bubbly personality. And you know, she has to do what's right for her, you know, definitely. And I'm glad she's keeping her channel up there, because anytime I want to watch a video by her again, then I can just go to one of the older videos, and you know, that's something. So yeah, nicely blended in here, I think. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm actually liking how it's coming out. Oh, I've got to tell you about another picture I've been working on. I need to use my community tab more, you know, on YouTube. I think I used it like a couple of times when I asked for a vote regarding which book should I colour in, you know, to do a colour and chat or colour along thing. Yeah, I started colouring a page in Circle of Life. I've got one buddy colour going on with the lovely Helena from the Colouring Zone, and she's just an amazing colourist, a very new and upcoming colourist, and she's done so well so far. She's got plenty of subscribers, and if you look at her colouring, you must check it out because it's beautiful. So yes, I'm doing one buddy colour with Helena from the Colouring Zone, and then I thought I'd do two more, because you know, I want to finish that book. I'm not just saying it, I actually want to finish it, and I'm serious about finishing it. So I've got to, you know, do a few pictures, I think a month in that book. So I started a page. It was the one with I think it had books on it. It had 3 books, and then it was grass on the top, and then it had wolves sort of howling, and then a moon. You might know the one I've described, but anyway. And I did this background with neo colours and ink tints, and I hated it. I was like, oh, this is really bad now. I hate it. And I was thinking I've spoilt my entire book. Anyway, next colour, Horizon. Oops, there we are. Horizon Blue 312. So the Prismacolor alternative to that is the Sky Blue Light 1086. So yeah, as I was saying, I was so disappointed, and I thought, what am I going to do now? I'm definitely not going to tear the page out, because there's no point in destroying my book over it. And then I just tried to cover it up with, I thought I'll do this and I'll do that. You'll see it anyway in my end of I've actually just finished it now before I came up to do this video, and I'm very much liking it now. So that's a lesson to say that don't throw in the towel. It's a lesson to me, that don't throw in the towel too early, as in, you know, don't give up on it, you know. And as Lucy once said, from Lucy Just Adds Colour, she said that your picture goes through an ugly stage, and I thought, well, mine certainly was going through that ugly stage, definitely. And then yeah, I'm glad I tried to carry on with it, and I did carry on with it, and I wasn't sure about it for ages, and I was thinking, I've done too many other pages in this book to destroy my book, so I thought I'm not going to destroy my book. So I'm glad I carried on with it. Okay, so that's that one, and then the next colour, which probably is going to be the last colour for the Holbein, is Aqua. It's OP323, and then the Prisma alternative to that is the non-photo blue 919. Oh no, look, I left a bit there, so I'm going to have to go back. So that's the green. I'm just going to go back and fill this in with the ice green colour, because I actually forgot the bit at the bottom. Been talking too much, I think, and not concentrating enough. So yeah, parts of the stuff I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and then I don't really want this video to be too long. Like I say, I know people say you don't bore us, but honestly, think you can get bored. But that's lovely to hear. It is nice to hear that. Right, so I'm going back to my Aqua, and I'm just going to add that in at the top here. And it's not just that, it's another problem that I've come across, which is with longer videos, I sort of edit my videos in iMovie on the iPad, on my iPad Pro, and when I'm trying to save the movie from iMovie to photos, it glitches with the longer videos, and I really don't understand why. But I'm hopefully going to purchase the new iPad and then get another editing software, which I will pay for, which I think is called LumaFusion, because I've heard really good things about editing on an iPad using LumaFusion. So I thought I'd wait and buy that once I've got my new iPad. Right, there we go. Just going to darken that up a bit. At the tops there. I might just go back and just go over this bit here, because I think the blending could be a bit better. So yeah, I'm going to go back to that one, the previous one. Previous colour, which in the Holbein is the Horizon Blue, and it's a sky blue light in the Prisma. Just basically burnishing, blending the two colours. Right, I think we are okay with that now. I'm gonna pan out so that you can see the entire thing, hopefully. There you go. I'll come in a little bit because I'm sorry to make you feel sick. So I hope you can see that. I'll just shut this and even put this higher up so you can see. So yeah, I think I like that. Right, my next step is to, let's have a look in my little planning colouring organiser. I'm going to colour the Lighthouse in these colours. I've decided to use polys now. So I've wrote Lighthouse, House and Buildings. And I'm going to leave some parts to apply gel pens because I don't want it all in pencil. So the lighthouse itself, these little building bits, like there's a little house here and a little bit there, I want to make those in the same colours, all of them, and these are the colours I've chosen. So I'll just go through that and I'll do a little bit on camera and the rest I'll do off camera, I think. So I have like Indanthrene Blue 247, Helioblue Reddish 151, Bluish Turquoise 149, Cobalt Turquoise 153 and Cobalt Green 156. Okay. So get my pencil case again, and right, so I'm going to start with the lightest with this, just because this is how I usually colour with my polys, and I'm just going to do the central bit first. Like this, and just go over lightly. So light to medium pressure, so no burnishing with these pencils at the moment. They don't, I think, to me, in my opinion, these are more sort of adept to layering. So there we go. And next one is the Cobalt Turquoise. One, camera doesn't want to focus, 153. And then just work my way inwards. again, light to medium pressure. Okay, there we go. And then the next one is going to be the bluish turquoise. Don't even know if you can see it properly. And that's 149. So that's all I'm doing. I'm doing nothing special here at all. Just layering on top of each other. And just not keeping this more to the edge. And then I might not even need all 5 pencils. The next one is the Helioblue reddish 151, I think, and just put that right on the edge, pretty much just outlining it. And then now I'm going to go back to my second darkest colour that I used before, which is the bluish turquoise, and I'm going to go over that, bring that in again. And then the second lightest colour, which was Cobalt turquoise 153, bring that in again. I'm not really pressing on much. And then the lightest colour being the Cobalt green 156, and then just going over that and just go over the whole thing now. So I'm using medium pressure, and there we go, that's it. So I'm going to go off camera and colour a few of the larger sections. So this is what I usually do. Oops, go the other way. Right, so I'm going to colour in the same shades the other larger parts of the buildings and the houses, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I've done the blues with the Polychromos, and they worked so nicely on this paper. I really like the way that they work. They went down, well, they go down smooth anyway, don't they? But yeah, I mean, they're really nice to use on here, just like the Holbeins. So far, those two pencil types, in my opinion, work quite well on this paper. So now I've got another Polychromos, sort of a not massively contrasting colours, but I've got red violet 194, light red violet 135, and crimson 134. And I'm just going to, again with the polys, I usually start with the light colour. So just going to bring it in there, and so for some parts on the house and the lighthouse, I'm just going to do the same thing. So I'm not going to show you much more pencil work after this. I will show you the blends I'm going to use, and like I say, I will try my very best to find the time to put the blends in the description, because that's one thing that I really like looking at as well. When I watch YouTube videos, I like to know about blends for certain pencils. So that was the first colour, which was the crimson 134, and then now I've got the red violet 135. So this is basically how I colour with polys mainly, which is just layering one colour over the other, and I usually start with the light. I mean, there's obviously loads of different ways we all colour differently, and there's no wrong way, but yeah, this is how I do it. Like that, just to add a little bit of contrast, because I don't want everything in blue. And then my last colour in this blend, which is the what's it called, red violet 194. I'm just going to put that, that's my darkest colour. So just put that around the edges. Just the 3 edges here. And then I'm going to go back to my second darkest colour again, the middle colour, which was the light red violet. I'm going to go over that again. Again, just light medium pressure. And then my lightest colour, which is the crimson. There we go. Just go over the whole thing with that, I think, lightly. And so what I will do is back out again. What I will do is I'm going to add this purple blend of the Polychromos just in maybe this part here, this little sort of block bit, maybe here, but I'm not 100% sure whether I'll put it there. And then I'm going to use the Brut Funers for the water down here. So the blend I'm going to use for the Brut Funers, these are the square ones we've got, so the water and the sea. Should bring you in a little bit. I'm so sorry if I'm making you go sick. Just look away when I pan in and out. So yeah, where is it? There we go. So for the Brut Funer Square 120, I've got 056, 083, 041, 040. I might not need all of these. 084, 034 and 033. So I'm going to start with the lightest colour and then sort of go from there really. So I'm just going to move my book a little bit and just start on here. Seem to be good so far. Just going to do a little bit and then do the rest off camera, because I don't, like I said, I don't want my video to be too long. So next colour was the, or next number should I say, so that was the 056 and now the 083. So actually I want to add that underneath. So actually what I'm going to do, let me think again, going back to my original colour, which was the 056, I'm going to go over the entire, I think I'm going to do layering rather than just blending one colour into the next. So I'm just doing this very lightly. Okay, so that's done. The next darkest colour was the 083, so this is my second, and I'm just going under, so I'm not doing it right to the edge of where the waterline is. I'm just putting a little bit of that in, again quite light. So in this part I might just do the pencil. I was hoping that it was only going to be a 2-part video, but I do not think it is going to be a 2-part video, unfortunately. I think it will be 3 parts because I'm quite slow. So that was the 083, now the 041. Because it usually goes a little bit darker, doesn't it, when you go deeper. So they're working okay, although not as, I wouldn't say as nice as the polys. But that's just my opinion. Still okay. Okay, next colour is the 040 or 040. Right, this is more of a blue rather than a turquoise. So yeah, what I might do is maybe do a final part where I'm doing the rest, like a colouring chat possibly, the rest of the colourings, or rest of the objects getting coloured. Right, next darkest colour, so I'm working for it to be dark as I go further down, is 084. So yeah, what I might do is I need to consider what I'm going to do with this bit here as well. Like, it looks like a little bit of a cave, so I do not think we'll be able to finish it in this part, so I do apologise. So this blue is really going in underneath, like near the bottom end. I might use Zest It for blending this together, getting a better pencil blend. So yep, we'll see. Okay, and then next one is going to be 034. So yeah, I have decided the blends I'm going to use for these sorry, not the actual trees and things. I might show you that and then do that off camera, and then when I come back in part 3 we can add any gel pen parts, anywhere where I want to add loose glitter, or you know, just finishing touches, you know, the fun bit really, the fun bit where you add the embellishments and final touches. So yeah, I'll show you the blends, which I'll do off camera, because you can see how I colour anyway. So yeah, just adding bits of the darker colour here and there, but not too much near the surface of where the water is. And then my final colour is the darkest colour that I've got in the Brute Funas, which is the 033. So I'm just going to add that pretty much near the bottom. Maybe bring it up a little bit. Yeah, it's not as smooth, the brutes as some people call them, not as smooth, or maybe it's just the way I colour, which it could be. So I might actually use Zest It to give it a, I don't know, a better blend. I'll see, or I might just go over it again. But that's the blend I used. So this video is quite long enough, so what I'm going to do now is explain to you that I have got some other blends. So this was the water blend for the Brute Funas. I'll bring you a little bit closer, there you go. So those were the colours for the water sea blend that I've just been doing, and I'll probably go over it again, you know, just with the same colours, just to darken it up. And if it doesn't blend that well and I'm not happy with it, then I'll probably use Zest It. The trees, I'm going to use these combinations that I've got here with the Brute Funas, or the Brutes. And then I've got some other really nice pencils that I really like, called Lyra Slim Groove. So I'm going to use those. The blends are here. They've just got numbers on them as well. So this is basically for the tree, the browns for the tree bark, and basically the trunk of the tree, and then the greens for the foliage part. And then I've got some blends for the polys here as well, so the Faber Castell Polychromos, and then I've also got the cray art in browns and greens, and these are the 2 lots of blends I've got for those. So I'm going to work on that off camera using those blends. So I have the pencils here as well, you know, out for me. They were ready, but yeah, so I'm going to use cray art on them as well. And these are the Lyra Slim Grooves, which are quite a hard pencil, but they're very pigmented, and they're very budget friendly, and I really like them, but unfortunately they only come in a 24 set. So yeah, those are the blends that I'm using. So if you're interested in any, you can see them here. So I'm going to work on off camera, doing that, and then I'll be back for part 3 in the next video with the finishing touches. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye.